from the CTS given, I transform it into a normal way that we write. So the expression in the bracket, okay, the x minus d. X minus d, if I equate it to 0, okay, x minus d, the expression in the bracket, I equate it to 0, meaning that I'm looking for the axis of symmetry. So I am looking for the axis of symmetry. What is axis of symmetry? When I mention axis of symmetry, okay, you should know that it is the line that divide a shape into two equal parts, right? So x equals to d. So from here, you know that from the diagram, this coordinate 3h, you should know that 3 is here and h is here, right? So therefore your x is 3, then therefore your d is 3. So here you get 1 mark, right? Done. So 1 mark is so easy for you, right? So then you go for the second mark. So now you say D and H. So D, you got your first mark. H, what is H? Okay, another point here. The value in the CTS itself, okay, behind the square, behind the bracket square, the last part, okay, the last part, this will be your either your maximum or your minimum value. Okay, it's value means that it's the value here, the value, the maximum or the minimum. Why maximum or minimum? It depends on the A. If A is negative, then it is a maximum value. If A is positive, then it is a minimum value. When A is positive, remember, A is positive, you get a U shape, so it's minimum. When A is negative, you get the N shape, then it is maximum value. So what is the value? By referring to the graph, okay, H is the maximum value from the graph, but from the CTS given, 14. Therefore, you get your H equals to 14. You get 1 mark for this. It's very simple, right? So please make sure that you master your CTS, because normally this kind of question, just because they want to help students, okay, to to obtain marks. So this kind of question will normally appear. If you don't get it this year, then it's your luck, right? Then after that, I clean up this part. I erase the whole thing. Okay, I go to my second part. Okay, why this one cannot be erased? Okay, because just now I keep. Okay, now coordinate of K. What is K? So when you get your D, so what you do? You sub X, D is 3 just now. Okay, plus 14. Okay. Remember, in our MX solution, if the first part asking you for the value of a constant, which is in algebraic, you already get the value. Remember to place back or to replace the constant with the value that you get, so that you can see what is going on. Don't be so lazy. Just D equals to 3 and H equals to 14. Leave it. So please place the value into the equation for your eyes to see. All right. Okay, then after that, coordinate of K. Where is K? The question wanted coordinate. Where is K? K is the y-intercept. Okay, okay. K is the value of y-intercept. So what is y-intercept? Is either when you are given the y-intercept or the x-intercept as in words, you should know that when it is y-intercept, meaning that the value of x is 0. And vice versa. If x-intercept, the value of y is 0. I do hope that you understand. For this is x-intercept. Okay, this green color. Okay, I put it this one, red color. Red color is x-intercept. X-intercept means that the value of y is 0. K is y-intercept. X is equals to 0. Please take note. I'm talking very slow. I keep on repeating. Do hope that you take down the note. Right? So now, since x is equals to 0, so in this equation, what can you see? What am I using? Eraser. Okay, in this equation that you see, the function that you see, okay, I see x. I'm going to replace my x with 0, and I'm going to replace my fx with k. This is your fx, and this is the value of k. So k will be equals to negative 0 minus 3. Where is my squared? Hilang already. Squared plus 14. Say you get it as negative 0 minus 3 squared, you get 9. So negative 9 plus 14. So negative 9 plus 14, you get the value of k, which is 5. Then you think, oh yeah, I already got the answer. So then I say, I'm so sorry. Okay, either you underline or you leave your answer. Don't put a hashtag. No hashtag for your answer, please. This is not encouraged. No hashtag for your answer. You may underline, but no hashtag. Okay, then you think that you have already got the answer. Do you think that you get 1 mark for this? Can anybody answer to my question? Do you think you get 1 mark here? No, Gavin say no. Why not, Gavin? Why not? Yes, coordinate. So when you are reading the question, don't take for granted, right? Don't take for granted. Just look at the K. Read for the question, then as you read, you highlight the word coordinate. So when you read the question, coordinate, if it is possible, I will encourage you put it this way. Okay, so that towards the final, you get to know that, oh, I need to place my x is 0, my y is 5. Then only you get 1 mark here, because the question demands coordinate. Okay, nah? So those who have done the question, did you read carefully for the question, or you just stop at the value of k equals to 5? If you stop at k equals to 5, means that you lose 1 mark. So sorry, that's all. Right, so any question you want to ask me? Okay, so come back here. I will have one question to guide you again for the CTS. So let's say I make it very simple. I can have it as 2x squared plus 6x plus 5 equals to 0. So remember, as I told you that you want to factorize. Where am I going to this one? 2, 5. Wait. I want to make an equation so easy for me to factorize. Okay, I make it as 11. Easy for me. Okay, then anyhow, I'm going to use this. So you remember, when you want to factorize, when you want to do your CTS for this question, CTS, I'm talking about CTS. I'm talking about CTS. Remember, for you to carry out the completing square, okay, to form completing square from a quadratic equation or function given to you, normally it will be function. Okay, given to you, remember, the value of A should be 1. That is a must. Okay, what do you do then? You may divide the whole thing by using 2. So you keep the 2 over here. Or you may factorize. It's up to you which one that you want to follow. Plus 11 over 2x plus 5 over 2. This will be equals to your fx. This is one way. Then you carry out your CTS from here. Okay. Right. Okay, let's continue with this since I'm here. So I just continue. So then I'm having it here. 2, I remain my 2 outside. So now I want to concentrate in here. I put it as in red. You may have your 2 on this side. Later you cross multiply, it's the same. Okay, see, if I operate the 2 and I bring the 2 onto my right hand side and I operate it, it will be divided by 2. So it's the same. Either one. Okay, I take away this one since my 2 is that. So what am I going to do? So I am going to have the square bracket, right? So remember, the first step for you to do your CTS, okay, I have my square bracket here, the whole thing square bracket. Okay, so my first thing for your CTS, remember your step. Yesterday, I did guide you how to break the number into 2 parts. But just because of this, it is not equals to 0, it's equals to fx. Then you may face problem to operate the number onto the right hand side. So in order to help you, so you follow this. First of all, have the bracket square. Okay, jot down the notes. Then after that, this is x. The square is outside here, so you bring the x down. Okay, you bring the x down, x only. Then after that, you follow the symbol. If it is positive, then you write positive. It is negative, then you follow. You follow. So you say, then your note say follow. So I follow. Then this is B. Still remember yesterday that I told you that when I want to expand my this one, okay, it will be written as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. There's a 2 here. So go backward. I need to divide. So if I multiply on this side, so on the other side, I must divide in order to balance up, right? So then what happened here? 11 over 2. In order to make it fast, what you can do, get your calculator, 11 over 2 divided by 2. So you will get it as 11 over 4. Okay, 11 over 4. Right, 11 over 2 divided by 2. Get your calculator. 11 over 2 divided by 2. You get 11 over 4. 11 over 4. Right. Okay. Then after that, follow. Use green color. Remember, green color not so nice to see. Okay, black. Then the next step will be you need to remove the extra value of this. Okay, you remove. Always remove. You don't have to care about the symbol in the bracket just now. You follow, just remove. You want to throw away the plus a b squared. So what is b squared? This is your b now, b squared. So it will be 11 over 4 squared. You're going to throw away this to balance up because we want to have this one only from here. That's why we divided by 2 just now. Okay, and then after that, this is done. Okay, if you follow my yesterday's lesson, you know that when I expand this one, you will go back to the earlier. So now continue for the second part. What I do, I just follow plus 5 over 2. Then equals to fx. Right? So then, now your work comes in. This is number. These are numbers. So you get your calculator very quick. 11 over 4. Okay, then you square it. Okay, then 5 over 2. Okay, you minus the answer. You will get your answer as 2. Okay, this is black color. 2. And this is red color. Okay, you have x plus 11 over 4 squared minus 81 over 16 equals to fx. Right? Okay, you see the 2 that outside the square bracket means that the 2 is the common factor for the 2 terms in the bracket. Okay, for the 2 terms in the bracket. So you need to expand. So when I expand, I'm going to remove my bracket. I remove my bracket. I remove my bracket. So when 16 times 2, this value will turn into 8. Do you follow me? Okay, so the whole thing is done. So now in here, I repeat, in here, you will get to know that your axis of symmetry is negative 11 over 4. Okay, and the minimum value is minimum value is 81 over 8. Right, so let's go to, okay, wait, give me 1 minute. I want to copy the question. 2x squared plus 11x plus 5 equals to fx. Okay, I bring you out from here. Okay, I keep this one. I bring you here. Where's my meat? Okay.
Puan Gan suara tak ada. Puan Gan tak ada suara. Puan Gan suara hilang. You off microphone. Puan Gan, suara Puan Gan hilang. Tak ada suara, Puan Gan mute. Puan Gan.
Okay, sorry. I klik benda yang salah. I nak klik kat
I dah
kamera.
jerit macam orang gila dah.
Okay. Because I terkeluar. Okay, sorry. Okay, now look into this graph. That's why you need the graph. Okay, that's why you need the graph. So the graph, the titik is here. The axis of symmetry is here. Okay, here. Right? So this is according to what we see just now. I dah delete ke my answer? I dah delete my answer just now. Okay, so then you can use your Desmos to check your answer. Okay, then you can see your answer over here. Very clear. Okay, and then you can see your intercept is here. Okay, intercept is 5. Just now what did I get? 5. I don't think so. It's 81 over 8. Something wrong. Something during my calculation, something wrong. I check back later. Okay, so this is how you check your work for your CTS. Okay, where is my meet? I do this like this one. Kejap dia pergi sini, kejap dia pergi sana. Okay, stop presenting. Do you see my PowerPoint sekarang? You don't see my PowerPoint. Okay, I stop presenting first. Then I go to my entire screen. Penat saya. Okay, so now let's come back here. So again, let me do this one more time. So it's 2. Mana soalan saya? 2x squared plus 11x plus 5 equals to fx. Macam tak puas hati, buat sekali lagi. So 2, so x squared plus 11 over 2x plus 5 over 2 equals to fx. Guys, you please do together. See where did I go wrong just now? 2 squared x plus 11 over 4 minus 11 over 4 squared. I think I make a mistake on here. 5 over 2 equals to fx. Okay, so I have 2 x plus 11 over 4 squared. Wait, I get my calculator. 11 over 4 squared. Okay, 5 over 2. Okay, oh, wait. Okay, 5 over 2 minus 11 over 4 squared. 11 over 4 squared. So I should have minus 81 over 16, correct lah? equals to fx. So when I expand, I have 2x plus 11 over 4 squared, then times 2. I get it as negative 81 over 8 equals to fx. Kenapa dia tak sama dengan graf saya? 2x plus 5. 11 over 2 minus 4ac. B squared minus 4ac ada, there's a root. 81 over 11 divided by 4. 11 divided by 4. 11 divided by 4, it is 2.75. 81 divided by 8, it is 10.125. Okay, the coordinate of minimum U shape. Okay, betul. Okay, I keep this one first. Nanti nak dia lagi. Okay, let's go here and check our graphing. Okay, this point. Okay, it is negative 2.75 and negative 10.125. Okay, tengok balik kita punya PowerPoint is negative and negative. Okay, when you have your value of this one, and this is the minimum. Okay, betul. Just now tak tahu apa yang I akan kelibut. So remember this x plus 11 over 4, you equate to 0. So your x is equals to negative 11 over 4. This is your axis of symmetry. And the value of this, okay, is the minimum value because of A is positive. So you have the minimum this. Combination of this and this, you will get negative 11 over 4 and negative 81 over 8. Done. Very simple. Okay, and from the graph here, you can see that your y-intercept is 5. Remember, as I told you, y-intercept x is 0. So then you refer to the graph here. I keep this one. When I refer to my graph here, you see the y-intercept here. The y-intercept, you can see that my arrow is pointing the coordinate 0, 5. So your y-intercept is 5. So whenever you get this question at home that you're doing revision, okay, then that will, you are going to use either Symbol Lab or Desmos to help you. Okay, now nobody can help you except you yourself, right? Okay, now let's continue to the next slide. This is my class today, okay? So we want to learn something, some extra things. Remember, whenever you are free, you may go on to log yourself, go to the YouTube channel and look for YouTube. Okay, any YouTube, any topics. There are lots of teachers. I keep on reminding you. Okay, go and learn the solution. There are many teachers come up with the solution. Okay, then choose the one that you like the most. Okay, you want to look at the face, you choose the one with the picture. You don't want to look at their faces, the teacher's face, then you choose one without their face. Okay, now find the range of this modulus. This is modulus. This is modulus. Okay, this is modulus. When you are reading the question, please be careful. Look into the question carefully. When you have modulus, first of all, you need to understand. By looking into this question, I only learn modulus in function. And this function is got to do with inequality. Then you should know that it's under range already. Okay, under quadratic function, under range. Okay, what is modulus meant? Okay, modulus is actually a straight line. If without modulus, the line will pass through the below the x-axis until it go beyond the x-axis. From the bottom it go up. This is our x-axis. Okay, this is our x-axis. So the line will go below the x-axis and go on top the x-axis, or the other way, or no matter how lah, as long as it is not parallel with x-axis. So the line will somehow cut through the x-axis. So the modulus is to reflect all the values, the line that under the x-axis, bring all the line up onto here. Okay, bring all the line down here, up onto here. So it's the reflection. So then you know that, oh, you should have positive and negative. So I'm going to my first step is to remove the modulus. So please pay attention here. When I remove, this is my first equation. Okay, if it is positive, you remain the inequality sign. Follow. Don't change anything. Jot down, point. Okay, take down the question and jot down. First, you want to remove the modulus. So when you remove the modulus, you should have two equation, or you should have two inequality. All right. So I do it very slow. I don't combine and make it break into two parts. So this is positive. So this is positive. This part is positive, right? And the other one, you should see that this is negative. Okay. So where it is negative, remain the modular sign, the inequality sign. The inequality sign remain. Don't touch anything. First of all, first step, remove the modulus by having one part of the expression as positive, follow the inequality sign. And secondly, the expression, you add one negative in front of it, and then the other remain. So you get this one done first. Okay, I remove this one because I don't want it to be untidy. Then I go on. Okay, I remove this one as well. Okay. Now then look onto the positive side, onto your left hand side. Okay, what am I going to do? Inequality. Inequality you want to solve, because the question asks you to find the range of values. By right, it should be ask you to find the values of x, or the question will say solve the equation. But since this is not an equation, it's a range. That's why they put the word range there. Your answer turn up should be in range. Okay, fine. First step, grouping. What to group? Group the like term. What like term that you see? You see number 11, you see 4. So you group the 11 and 4 onto one side. Okay, so you will be having it this. You get me? So 11 minus 4. Okay, operate the 4 on your right onto the left. So 11 minus 4, you get plus 7. Then after that, the next step is that you factorize. It's just a normal steps, right? Nothing is changed here. Okay, so then you should know that your root is 1 and 7. Okay, because here, from here and here, you should know that your root is 1 and 7. Remember, this is inequality. Don't finally tell me your x equals to 1 or x equals to 7. When you have your answer of this, you are wrong. Okay, why you are wrong? Because this is not equal. This is inequality sign. Okay, then what I'm going to do is, okay, I erase this one first. Wait. Okay, I erase this one. Okay, then I know that my root is 1 and 7. Then followed by you sketch the curve. And A is positive, is supposed to be a U-shaped graph. Okay, then you shade by referring to the inequality sign. Okay, you want the value which is below the y-axis. You want it to be, this is y, right? So this is 0, so you want it to be here. So all the value here, so you take this region. Meaning that your answer for this is this. Right. This is a normal question that by right, you shouldn't have any problem, because during the holidays until now, to solve this question is not a problem. For the question that I add in today is I have the modulus. Okay, I put this question at another level for you. Okay, fine. But my work is haven't done yet because I got another part. Okay, so then I go on to my right hand side, the one that in blue color. So I expand the bracket. Okay, if you don't want to expand the bracket, you have few ways to do. You don't want to expand the bracket, you operate the negative onto your right hand side by changing the symbol of inequality. So you have a few ways to do. It depends. right? So I do hope that from here to here you don't have any problem, right? So I just times this one with negative times this one with negative. Remember, for our inequality, if you plus minus, the inequality doesn't change. If you operate a number on the right onto the left, if it is positive and negative, you don't change. Okay, you plus onto here, minus, you don't change the inequality. But if you multiply with negative value, yes, the inequality sign change. That's why you can see that it is in a red color, right? So then after that, again, follow the steps that on our left hand side just now. Do the grouping. 11 plus 4, I'll get it as 15. So you follow the normal procedure by factorizing, right? Factorizing shouldn't be a problem for you right now, right? So just get your calculator, press your A is 1, B is -8, and C is 15. You will get your answer. So again, for this, your root should be 3 and 5. You get it? So when you get the root of 3 and 5, what do? Sketch your curve. Okay, sketching your curve, and the inequality says that greater than. So again, I show you this is my y. So greater means that you want the value here. So the value of x should be here. Okay, the value of x should be here. So therefore, you will get your answer x, which is less than 3, or x is greater or equal than 5. Why got the sign of equal? Because of the question has the sign of equal, then you follow. Okay, I make the rest, I make it nice a bit so that you can see. Okay, so fine. But my work haven't done yet, because just now for the modulus question, I break into two parts. Okay, for the question from the modulus, I break into two parts. One is positive and one is negative for me to see the shaded region. But then, in order to tell the answer, I need to combine them. But now the problem is, how do you combine? Okay, how are you going to make sure that the combination that you do later, following steps, you don't have any problem in that? Okay, then what I can guide you is, you see this one, this is a number line. Okay, this is a number line. Okay, and this is a number line. Okay, and this number line is actually from the modulus that I break them out into two parts to solve. So now what I do, I combine them onto the same line, right? Do you get me? I combine the both things, the both inequality, okay, into the same line. So this is the line that I get. Do you follow me? Please respond a bit. Say yes or no. Anyone? Okay, good. So please respond to me. My class is very slow, okay? Not so fast, right? You can follow, right? Okay, good. So jot down. If exam, they give you the the modular sign, you should know what to do, no matter in which topic that they give you. So when it is there, what do? Okay, you may, okay, for this one, you got a few patterns to do. You have a few patterns to do. For me, I make myself very clear, very simple. You look into this. I make lines of each value. Okay, I make lines, I cut. I have my limit onto that value, 1, 3, 5, and 7. So then I refer to the inequality on the left. X is in between 1 and 7. I draw a line. Okay, 1 to 7. That is the region that I take. Okay, and for the one that on the right, X is less than 3. So I have the line, X is less than 3, and X is greater or equal to 5. So the one on the right. Can you see? Is this, are you clear with this? Or you say, teacher, why it is a curve? Now you make it into a line. Actually, you may bring this curve. Okay, because it's red, I change another color. Okay, bring it green. Okay, you make this curve, you make the curve like that. It's like that. Okay, of the blue color curve, you bring in, then the curve will be like that. But for the curve, for you to see, you might face problem. So that's why I don't use curve. Okay, instead of using curve, I use straight line to represent. Okay, so can you follow? Okay, now can anyone tell me what's your answer now? What is your final answer? Remember, your shade, the answer that you, the part that you want to choose should fulfill the one on the left and the one on the right. So what is your answer? Can anybody please text your answer onto the chat box for me to see? What's the answer? Or typing very slow, then you may talk on your mic and talk. So anyone? Remember, you put them combined. Make sure that they are combined. Two parts. Both also must have. So which part is your answer? I'm still waiting for your answer. Anyone? Anyone can give me the answer? How are you going to look? How are you going to sit for the simultaneous equation question later? Anyone can give me the answer? 1 is smaller or equal to 3, or 5 smaller than or equal to 7. Okay, 1 smaller or equal to 3. We get 1 smaller than. Okay, that's why I say you on your mind and talk, we will be better. Right. Okay, Junla, Winket, one is 1 smaller than or equal to 3. So you're talking about x. Okay, good. And now I need to repeat your sentence, then only I understand. Okay, good. So now check. Okay, check on this. So what's the answer? Remember the one on the left and the one on the right, you combine them. So this is the region that you're going to choose. Okay, the one that highlighted is the region that belongs to the right and the region belongs to the left. The positive and the negative, that's the region that you choose. And secondly will be this one. So X is in between 5 and 7. And 1 is in between, so X is in between 1 and 3. So your two parts. So this will be your answer. Right? With the equal sign of both. Now, do you understand what I meant here? Okay, Nat? So this is modulus. Okay, this might be in your range, because if lembaga give you the normal range question, that means is a bonus to you. But if they give you the question of modulus, that is the bonus to you as well, because today you attended my class. Those who are not attending my class, I'm not going to post the YouTube until school reopen. Let them suffer. Go and tell them they don't attend my class, they lose out information. Right. Okay, any comment on this? Do you understand? Can I proceed on that? Okay, good. Saranya, today why you are so quiet and you never respond? You never try? Okay, good. So now, this is one question of range, a little bit different from our normal question. So now let's continue with our next question. This is also another question. If let's say I give you this, okay, if let's say I give you the question of this, x minus 5 and x plus 3 less or equals to 0. This has nothing. Nothing you are tested on this. It's just by routine, memorizing, you throw out the thing. So you know that your root is of 5 and the root is of -3. Follow what we did just now. You draw a line, and when you expand this one is x squared. X squared means your a is positive, so it's a U-shaped graph. Okay, U-shaped graph, your root is -3 and your root is 5. And the inequality says less than. So less than means that you want the region which is below the line. So therefore, your answer is negative. The x should be in between 3 and 5. Okay, done. But look into this question, is a little bit different. Okay, it comes with the denominator. When it comes with the denominator, how do you solve? Okay, please get ready your pen, your paper, okay, and jot down. Okay, if this question appear in your exam paper later, then you should smile from here to here. Open widely your mouth because you know what to do. Right. Okay, now I'm going to start my work. Okay, first of all, remember when x involved as denominator, as in function as well, okay, the x cannot take the value of -5/2, because if x involved in as a denominator, there's a chance that the denominator turn into 0. So remember, for our function, just to do some refreshment, so the denominator 2x plus 5 cannot be 0. Okay, so 2x cannot be -5. So x cannot be -5/2. This is how you get this. Right? So this is also some refreshment for you. Okay, so if then this is the information that I know, but how to solve? Okay, so knowing this as what I got to know much earlier from the basic. Oh, for the two brackets, as I told you just now, I know that one of my root is 5, one of my root is 3, and as the denominator, my root should be -5/2. I'll be having 3 roots, okay, 3 value of x instead of 2 for the routine question. Now I have 3. So what I do, I'm going to form it in my on my number line. I'm going to form the value. I'm going to jot down the value on the number line, okay, according to the line. Okay, this is -3, where I get it from x plus 3. Okay, and this is -5/2, where I get it from the denominator. And x is 5, the 5, where I get it from x minus 5. Why do I tunggang terbalik the susunan? Remember, this is a number line. A number line is arranged. The value on the left is smaller than the value on the right. So you have to arrange, because I'm telling you number line. Okay, number line comes in sequence. The number comes in sequence of ascending, getting bigger from left to right. Okay, fine. So my techniques comes in. So once you have this one, what do? You draw a grid line. Okay, you draw a grid line. You can see that the grid line here, this is underneath, directly here. Okay, directly here the line, directly here the line. Meaning that this is also my number line. Okay, just because I don't want it to be confused, that's why I break it up, put it up so that you can see clearer. So meaning that in between, before -3, onto the left of -3, it might be -4 here. You can choose any number. In between -3 and -2, 5/2. 5/2 is 2.5. You may choose a number of -2.9, let's say. You may choose -2.8, -2.7, 2.6, but no, don't choose -2.5, because -2.5 will be the value on the dot. Okay, then between the negative value and 5, the easiest that you choose is 0. Okay, why is it very important? Hey, how come you didn't enter our class? Okay, the Form 4 students also get interested. Okay, now, so now this value, fine. So you know that you choose the value in between the line. So we are going to start our work. See what going to happen here. First of all, I get my first factorize of x minus 5 into the bracket. Okay, into the grid line, into the grid. Okay, do you see how it works? Okay, from here, Then I move it down. Okay, and then secondly, I have x plus 3. I move it down as well. Then 2x plus 5, I move it down as well. Means that my calculation of the grid involve the 3 factors. Okay, involved already. Once my answer turn out, it get everything done. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to fill up the grid, okay, the boxes with number, but I'm not interested in the number. I'm more interested in the symbol. So then I'm going to take the value that I choose just now. Okay, they are the value of x. So x minus 5, I'm going to take, first of all, to fill up this box, I'm going to take -4 minus 5. Replace the x here with 4, with -4. So -4 minus 5, I get -9. As I told you, I'm not interested in the value. I'm more to the symbol. So it is negative sign. Do you follow me? Then after that, for the second box here, what I do, I replace the x with -2.9. So -2.9 minus 5, I'll get -7.9. Again, it is negative sign. Okay, then I place the value of x as 0. 0 minus 5, again, it is negative. Okay, you choose one value after 5. Let's say maybe you want 6, or you don't want 6, then you may take 8. Okay, 8 minus 5, I get it as positive. You repeat the same process for x plus 3. So replace the x with -4, so you get negative. Right? You replace the x with -2.9, you get positive. You replace the x with 0, you get 3, positive. You replace the x with 8, you get a positive value. Right? So then followed by the third factors, which is 2x minus 5. 2 times -4, you get -8. -8 plus 5, you get the value of negative. Right? Then after that, -2 times -2.9 plus 5. So what is that? You get positive or negative? I get your calculator very fast. Ayo. -2.9 times 2. Okay, then plus 5. What do you get? You get negative. All right? Then after that, 0. 2 times 0 plus 5, I get positive value. Then 8, 2 times 8, 16 plus 5, I get positive value. Okay, right. Now, everything that in from the question for 3 factors, it already involved in my calculation. So now it is my turn to check on this. So how am I going to make sure that all this, okay, all this calculation is involved? So in mathematics, so in order to involve everything of this, okay, we do not use plus minus, we use multiply. So means that negative value times negative values times negative values, you multiply this. Negative times negative times negative, what do you get? You will get the sign of negative. Do you agree with me? So can you please tell me what is the sign of this? Anyone? What is the sign of this? What is the sign of this? I want this one. The one that I put a tick. What is the sign? Anyone can tell me? Positive. Okay, Gavin, positive. Okay, very good. So it is positive. Very good. How about this one? The following. The one that in beige color. Negative. Very good. How about the one that in green color now? Yes, Vignesh, positive. So right now, your answer is here for you to choose. But how do you choose your answer? Okay, can anyone tell me which one will be your answer? Can you tell me which one will be your answer? You want to involve the 3 factors. So according to the steps of inequality, okay, you factorize, you draw the shape, Then later on, you are going to refer to the sign of inequality. So in the question here, the sign of inequality says less than. What do you mean by less than? So the value that when you multiply here, it should be less than 0. So the value what values that give you less than 0? What value give you less than 0? The positive value? Yes, Junla said negative. So which will be your answer? So which part will be your answer? Your answer is from where to where? The yellow part. Okay, the yellow part in your eyes is yellow. Good. Then how do you write your answer? Okay, how do you write your answer? You in exam, you don't shade the color and then you tell the teacher the yellow part is my answer. So how do you write your answer? How do you write your answer? Anyone would like to try? I'm still waiting for the answer. X what? Just now I guide you, right? How to write in sentence. X is in between, or X is greater than, X is less than. Still typing. Infinite to 3. Okay, what do you mean by union? Okay, what do you mean by negative 5 over 2 comma 5? Junla, what do you mean by negative 5 over 2 comma 5? What do you mean by this? If you give me this, I'll consider this as coordinate. The value of X and the value of Y. You know that your answer is here as because the inequality sign here say less than. So you know that the turnout of this multiplying division, the turnout of these factors should give you the negative value. So you want to choose the negative value means that this will be your region. This will be your region. And remember, this region, how you get this region form is from here. Meaning that you want to get the number here, you want to get the X value here and the X value here. Right? So means that your answer should be X should be less or equal to negative 3. And here will be negative 5 over 2 less or equal to X, where X is less or equal to 5. But you have to pay attention where earlier you have this. You have this as your condition where X cannot take the value of negative 5 over 2. Therefore, for your answer, you have to remove the equal sign from here. Is that clear? Okay. Right. So then fine. Towards this, this is a little bit different from normal exam question. Okay. So let's continue with make a revision on this. Okay. Let's say I give you of ax squared revision. Okay. Let me find that. Okay lah. Okay. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, I remove the a. I don't want it to be, I want my a to be S1. So let's say I give you the inequality sign. Okay, I want to recall the steps. I want you to recall the steps before I close my slot. Okay, let's say it's greater or equals to 0. Okay, what are the steps that you take? I don't care what is the quadratic function that given to you. Okay, expression given to you. So it can be any. This is in general, your first step. So please jot down your first step. Your first step is to factorize. Okay, your first step is to factorize. So you jot down factorize, your first step. Okay, once you factorize, from here, you will be able to determine the roots. Okay, let's say x, let's say I give you x minus 3 and x plus 5. You will be able to determine the roots. So when you already determine the roots, your second step, you do not write your answer underneath here. When you write your answer underneath here, you are wrong. Okay, do not write the root under the inequality equation that you form here. So you may write it on outside of your equation, of your inequality. So then what happened next? Once you have the root, you sketch. What to sketch? You sketch either your U shape or your N shape graph. So since A is positive, so then it is a U-shaped graph. This is the shape of graph that I'm going to take. And your root is 3 and negative 5. So negative 5 should be on the left and 3 will be on the right. So then you sketch the graph underneath here. Okay, you may have your X, or you don't want to have the X, then fine, it's okay. They will not penalize you. Okay, this is your second step. The third step, what do? You refer to the inequality sign, Okay, you refer to the inequality symbol. Okay, this symbol. This symbol say greater than, so this is your fx. This is 0. Upon here, at this region, this is fx greater than 0. This region is fx less than 0, because fx, the values all here is negative. So fx less than 0. So now for this case, the region is requesting negative, positive, greater than. So when it's greater than, then you should know that it should be on top here. It should be, no, wait, I take this one away first. This one, otherwise they will confuse you. So then it should be, this is my fx. Ay, so gemuk. Okay, so greater means that it's here, the value of here that I'm going to take. The value of here means that these are the value of x that I'm going to take. This is the value of fx that I'm going to take. So these are the value of x that I'm going to take. So meaning that my x should be less or equal. Why equal? Because there is an equal sign. X less or equal to negative 5, or x greater or equal to 3. Done. So you want to know your answer whether it's right or wrong. Get a value which is less than negative 5. Let's say x is negative 4. You replace the negative 4 into your equation, and check. The turnout should be greater than 0. You get this value, choose a value which is greater than 3. You choose x equals to 4. Sub the value of 4 into this equation and check the outcome. Then that's how you check your answer. Okay, now, so there are three steps in your routine inequality question. First, you factorize. From the factorization, you should be able to identify your roots. Secondly, you sketch the graph. When I talk about sketching graph, you should be able to determine whether it is a U-shaped graph or N-shaped graph by referring to the value of A. Okay, after sketching the graph using the root that you identified from step 1, okay, step 3, you refer to the inequality symbol. Okay, check with either you want to take the above x-axis level, or you want to take the region of the below x-axis. You want to take the region above the x-axis, or you want to take the region below the x-axis. Okay. Do you understand today's slot? Yes or no? Okay, good. So please do some question on this. Remember, my class, I don't go through the past year questions step by step as normal, because You can find all those. A lot of teachers are doing the same paper by few teachers out there. So I'm not going to do the same thing. So my slot is different from others, right? So please encourage your friends, especially SBS students, right? Please encourage your friends to enter. Otherwise, they will lose out because today is our third day attending the class. Right. So if there's, do you have any question they want to ask? Teacher, no chance for Siqing to take over today. Siqing, when will we be ready to take over my place? Tomorrow will be simultaneous. Can you take over simultaneous or not? Everybody is looking forward for Siqing to take over. Siqing, can or not? Tomorrow you take over. I evaluate you. Siqing pun tak bercakap hari ini. What do you mean? Gavin admires Siqing more than me. Okay, fine, Gavin. Okay, if there is no question, so that's all our slot today. So I shall see you tomorrow. Right? So don't forget our date tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. Okay, don't forget your attendance. Thank you for your attendance. And I thank you and I love you. Please make sure you score in your MS. Okay, thank you. Good night.
Puan Gan, thank you Puan Gan.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Jumpa esok.
Yes, bye.
Bye.